From the height of global stardom to the depth of personal turmoil, the separation of P-Square has been a roller coaster of emotion for fans and onlookers alike. The Nigerian music duo comprised of twin brother Peter and Paul Okoye, who together form one of the biggest music sensations Africa has ever seen. Their music dominated the airwaves and the hearts of fans all across the continent, achieving so much more than they asked for with their unique blend of Afrobeat and pop, captivating audience with their electrifying performance and chart-topping hits. But as their fame grew, so did tension between the two brothers, leading to a dramatic split that shook the music industry to its core.
Peter, shame on you. Peter, boss, shame on you. Boss, shame on you.
After an intense research, I bring to you the incredible journey of P-Square and the events that led to their ultimate downfall. P-Square's humble beginning can be traced back to their childhood in Jos, Nigeria, where they developed a passion for music and began singing in their church choir, drawing inspiration from their music idol Michael Jackson.
The music is there, the dancing is there, we are still imitating Michael Jackson at the same time. We formed some group of guys.
They formed a group called Smooth Criminals in 1997 and began performing at local events and competitions. Their artistic talent and precise dancing routine soon made them a household name in the city of Jos. Later in 1999, Peter and Paul returned to music school to develop their skills. They decided to continue as a duo as they started recording their own music with the help of their elder brother Jude. Their first album, titled Last Night, was released in 2003 and was well received, establishing them as rising stars in the Nigerian music industry. They went on to release several hit songs and albums, each one more successful than the last, bagging awards around the world, and their concerts were packed with fans from all over Africa, cementing their place as one of Africa's biggest music acts. Despite being identical twins, the two brothers had distinct personality and interests, which became evident in their music and career. One of the most notable differences between Peter and Paul was their music preferences. Peter was known for his love of R&B and pop music, while Paul had the passion for hip-hop and highlife. This difference in taste was reflected in the music they created together, which incorporated elements of R&B, pop, hip-hop, and highlife into a unique and captivating sound. In addition to their musical preference, Peter and Paul also had different personalities. Peter was known for his outgoing and charismatic personality, while Paul was more reserved and introvert. This made Peter the face of the group, while Paul was the voice of the group.
I said hello, sing. How you doing? I said, why you crying? Tell me why you crying. You didn't cry for me, yeah. You know I love you.
It all went fine until Peter got tired of just being the face, and Paul as well got tired of just being the voice. These differences in personality sometimes led to disagreements and creative differences. However, in 2017, their seemingly perfect music career came to a screeching halt as the rumor of possible splits began to circulate.
We no longer have respect for each other. Whether I would like it or not, it's not ego or pride, it's respect. You know, respect in terms of as an individual and as family-wise.
The duo had a difference in opinion regarding what Peter perceived as an imbalance of individual input of song, which was getting featured in their joint albums, with Paul getting a lion's share of his songs selected. This led to the first breakup in 2016, as Paul passively pushed the narrative that Peter was just a dancer and nothing more. This struggle for identity got worse when brother Jude took side with Paul, who he backed to be the brain of the group. This got Peter all the more uncomfortable over the role of their manager, Jude, who is the elder brother, as he repeatedly denies their claim, saying they never took any of the song he wrote. After some time, they were able to patch things up, even releasing 2 new songs together. Sadly, the reconciliation was short-lived, as Peter reportedly set a termination letter requesting to part way with his brother once again.
When my brother pulled out that he sings, he writes all the songs. Peter, don't say anything, don't say just for the peace. We are talking to him. I never respond, but I'm telling you, there are 50% of our fans and some group of that believe Peter doesn't sing. Because I wanted peace.
Peter claimed that his brother was being generally uncooperative about matters relating to the group and had even gone as far as to slander his wife and children on social media. This led to Peter refusing to do anything associating with the name P-Square for weeks. He later relocated with his wife and kids from the mansion they shared. A lawyer was involved to help split their fortunes as they were both involved in joint ventures over the years. All this weakened the bond that once tied the greatest African singing duos, as it became apparent that there was a serious disagreement between Peter and Paul, and the fans were left heartbroken as the once unified duos began to fight in public. The brothers took to social media to air their grievances, and the world watches as P-Square, one of Africa's most successful music acts, crumbled before their very eyes.
Why putting all the whole thing in social media? No. If I say I'm not dealing with this manager, it is the public. The public was still going to call him and book a show with him. But when he has to do it, I give him my respect as an elder, but I don't have any problem with it. When you disrespect me based on the job, then there's a problem. It's good. One thing I will never do when I come back to this life is mix family with business.
Despite numerous attempts to reconcile, the brothers were unable to resolve their differences, and P-Square officially disbanded in 2017.
I'd want to ask it, what is the future for P-Square? Do we see any projects in the near future? Do we see any collaborations?
You see, and I'm always straightforward when it comes to questions like this, and these are sensitive questions, and the fact that it's sensitive, there are ways you say it and people will just create news out of it.
Right.
Trust me, people, I don't know. The way people are lost and confused about this issue is where I am. People will tell you they've been hearing one side of the story and they want to hear my own side of the story. I'm not giving nobody no story.
Peter P-Square broke off to become Mr. P, while Paul P-Square remained as Rude Boy. Fans were devastated, but their music lived on, serving as a reminder of the incredible impact they had on the African music industry and the world at large. So there you have it, the story of two brothers who took the world by storm with their music, but ultimately let their differences tear them apart. Although they are back together, their music will always be a reminder of the incredible talents and impact they had on the African music industry. Thanks for staying to the end of the video, guys. I'm Glory Abi. Peace out.